Alright, so yesterday we went fishing at a couple ponds, and hopefully if that video goes out, you'll see that the Senko bite was actually on a lot yesterday. So now we're heading into Academy and we're going to get two different types of Senkos, the most expensive kind and the least expensive kind, and we're going to see how it goes. Alright, so it looks like the most expensive or highest quality Senkos are going to be the Yamamoto Senkos, which personal favorite, just usually they're around $7, and I don't feel like spending that much, but we're going to test them and see if they actually really are worth that price. Now these are, good focus, well, it's not focusing, but these are green pumpkin, watermelon, red flake, even though they don't look like they have watermelon red flake, but that's what it says.
Alright, so after rummaging through for what felt like an hour, but was probably more like 5 minutes, I found what looks like pretty similar to the Yamamoto Senkos. We just got these green pumpkin type colored with black flake, big bite baits, stick baits, and they're only $1.99. It says here $1.49 actually for the 5-pack, and we're gonna see how they work.
Alright, so we made it to the first spot. The water looks a little bit stained, but still a little bit clear, and it's not too windy, so hopefully these fish are gonna attack the Senko, and we can figure out which one's best. Yamamoto or big bite baits. Yamamoto being the more expensive one, and the big bite baits one being a little more on the affordable side. So yeah, let's get to it.
So my pond preference for Texas rigging Senkos is probably going to be most of the time a weightless Texas rig, but there are situations which I will throw a weighted Texas rig. Just right now I'm going to go with the weightless.
That's working it right off the side of this shallow area right here. You see how mine gets blown in the wind so much?
So does mine. Oh, fish. On. Oh no!
What?
Well, the Yamamoto Senko caught the first fish of the day, but also a couple splashes, and he threw it off into the water. So I also lost the Senko on one fish. There he is, little dink, but that is the first fish of the day. Alright, so here's the first fish of the day. Little largy, little pipsqueak on the Yamamoto Senko. Gonna go ahead and let him go. Here he goes. Alright, gonna go ahead and re-rig, since that last fish threw off my Senko. Still got 9 left though, so it's all good. Fish was on my first cast too, so far these Senkos are doing their job. Fish. That's number 2 for the Gary. Even smaller than the first one though, so it's not catching big fish, but it is catching fish. Little pipsqueak. There goes my rod. Kind of tore up his mouth a little. Sorry about that, buddy. Alright, see you later. Yoo! There he goes. Still in our second time fishing here, by the way. We came here one time, tried to film a video, but it got dark, so never got posted. But so far this pond produces a lot of small fish in our experience, but we did see
At least a 10-pounder.
easy 10-pounder just coasting through right here. Biggest tip when you're Senko fishing from a bank like this is just watch your line, because if that line starts making any abnormal movements, running off in different directions, it's definitely a fish. Because not a lot of times you can't really feel them, because if they pick it up and run towards you, you're not going to be able to feel the fish. But if you see that line go slack or run off a different direction, Then you know, let them eat and then set the hook. I think bluegill are eating my Senko, seeing as it's now wacky rigged. Oh, I see a bunch of bass right there. On. Oh, that's a better one. That is a better one. This whole school of them going that way. Decent 1-pounder. Real pretty colors. Real bright green. Healthy fish. Tail's torn up a little bit. A lot of fish in this pond, so I doubt they get beat up too bad. Yeah. All right, so this is my third fish of the day on the Yamamoto Senko. Nice good old 1-pounder, definitely bigger than what we've been catching. So I'll go ahead and get the release on him and get back to it. Sorry for the ungraceful release, buddy, but he's good. Oh, and there he goes, right back with more bass right beside him.
There's fish. Oh no, I lost him. I had one right there. Come back for it, buddy. He's on it again, he's on it again. There he goes. Biggest one of the day. Alright, so I just caught this like 1.5 pounder on the big white bait stick bait. They're really cheap ones. It stood up well. It's definitely taken a little bit longer to get on fish, but when it did, it's produced. Oh, I have fish, I have fish. Nice. Dink McGee. He chased it too. I was starting to try to burn it in. I can hear him munching here too. This one chased it. I literally was trying to burn it in because I felt something a second before, and all of a sudden just pop. He was on top of it. There you go, good shot. Kind of messed up his jaw a little bit, but we're good.
Spooky. I guess we got one little straggler on a bed right here. Right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but he's on a bed. So basically all I'm gonna do is cast in, get on his bed, jiggle it around a little bit, piss him off, try to trigger a strike. On. Got him. I got one of them. On the bed. Alright, so another decent 1-pounder. I guess he's a late bloomer, I guess, if he's still on the bed. But he's a male. Apparently that big 10-pounder Steven saw around here, which is presumably the female. This is the male that's guarding the eggs, and I bet you when I release him, he's going to swim right back to that bed like a bedfish should. Even though most parts of Georgia, fish are getting off the beds, this guy, I guess, was a little straggler. So go ahead and get the release and get back to it. Yep, he's right there, and he should swim right back towards that bed. Alright, so far, Steven and his big bite bait Senkos have caught 2 fish, and my Gary Yamamoto Senkos have caught 4. Now, the Gary Yamamoto Senkos are catching more fish, but I mean, I've got to change these Senkos about every time, and it's really getting annoying because for $7, Senko should last a little bit longer than one fish. There's a fish Steven just caught.
Dink McGee.
Yeah, so there's kind of 2 main spots we've targeted these fish. One is back over there by the dock, and the other one is going to be over here in this shallow spillway area, which they're schooling up, and basically they're eating their children. So these bass came in back here in shallow and spawned, and all their eggs hatched, and now these bass are just feeding on those baby bass, which is kind of messed up, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. So yeah, we're going back to fishing and hopefully get on some more fish. So yeah, most people's favorite time of the year to fish is bed fishing because it's so fun. Oh, I got one waking on it. Yep. On. Yeah. Anyway, what I was saying, most people's favorite time of the year to fish is early spring when they're on beds. But in all honesty, my favorite time of year to fish is right after beds because these bass are always going to be hungry. They haven't eaten since they've been on their beds. And although bed fishing a fish for 30 minutes and then pulling them out can be really fun, when they just non-stop action, it doesn't get better than that. See you later, buddy. Water's that way. For the record, I'm going to catch a fish on this cast. Yep, this is definitely going to catch a fish. I don't know. Yeah, but fish. I need to go put sunscreen on. Fish. Yep. On. These fish don't even fight. I mean, more fish over there. It is hot today, boys. Another dink. Oh. See you later, pipsqueak. Again, water is that way. Hey, hey, hey. Go. Oh my God. That wake. That wake. These fish are tiny. I thought that was a bigger fish though, because he waked so hard on my Senko. Fish number 7, 8. Don't really remember at this point. See you later, buddy. Favorite post spawn bait? Senko. Easy. I know, there's tons of them. I know. There's tons of little bass fry. I got a fish. On a stick. Oh, it's a better one. Oh, it's a better one. Oh, not that much better, but better than the other ones. But yet again, my Senko, gone.
I saw a fly out. Oh, one just went towards mine.
Okay, dude, chill, 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 chill.
Woo! Over the stick.
And a double up. Double up on the Senkos. So we just doubled up. I think this is number 8, 9 maybe for the Gary.
4,
4.
I think.
Yeah, favorite post-spawn bait? Senko, simple. So yeah, we're gonna get both of these back and get a pretty nice release. There he goes. There's one.
All right. Smaller one off the bed. There's another big one on there. Smaller one off the bed. All right, I'm gonna put this little guy back.
Oh my god, I had a fish. Maybe I had your line.
No, you didn't have my line. My line's right.
I had a fish on that. Now he's spooked.
You sure he's spooked?
All right, there we go. Nice little half pounder on the Gary Yamamoto Senko. So far, it's working pretty well. In terms of dirt, someone's throwing rocks in the pond, but we're still out here catching fish. Wow, you didn't even hook set.
I didn't.
Donkeys!
Gonna get the release on the guy that I just wasn't recording for some reason. Chomp, chomp.
Oh, there's a baby bass right here.
Okay, bud, I'm gonna need you to calm. He's like biting my thumb. Like, calm down. All right, here's the release. I'm not gonna put him on that bed, so there you go. There's a fish on it right there. First cast. First cast. First cast. Money.
Okay, so first off, rip to that fish. I mean, Steven really chucked that fish for no reason. But anyway, that is going to be the last fish catch of the video. We didn't film an outro at the pond because this lady decided that she was just going to kick us out. I mean, her reasoning behind kicking us out was that she had to close some gate, but there was only 2 metal poles with a chain, so there's not really a gate, and you could just drive around it, whether it was locked or unlocked. But she said she didn't want to keep our cars in there, so she told us to leave. So we left, but that's why I'm filming the outro right now. But overall, by the end of the day, the Gary Yamamoto Senkos did catch more fish than the big bite bait Senkos. I didn't include every single fish catch because we probably caught close to 20-something fish, and that just been too long of a video. I'm sure you guys don't want to see the same, 1 pound fish being caught over and over and over and over again. So save you some time on that. But kind of the main problem with the Gary Yamamoto Senkos was their durability. I mean, we were only catching 1 pound, half-pound fish, but it was almost every single fish I would catch, my Senko would either rip, fall off, or mess up in some other kind of way. But the big bite bait Senko, which is almost $7 cheaper. I mean, Gary Yamamoto Senkos run for $8 at Bass Pro. You can get them for $6 something at Academy. You can get them for $6 something at Walmart. But they're all in that $6 to $8 price range. And the big bite baits Senkos are only at $1.49. Now, you did get 5 Senkos with the big bite baits package, and you did get 10 Senkos with the Gary Yamamoto. But at the end of the day, me and Steven were running out of Senkos at the same rate. When he had 3 left, I had 3 left. So he'd only lost 2 Senkos, and I'd lost 7. So in terms of durability, the big bite baits are a lot better than Gary Yamamoto Senkos, in my opinion. And in terms of catching fish, I honestly think that they have the ability to catch the fish the exact same. And personally, I would go and buy the cheaper brands like Big Bite Baits and Yum, because there's no need to pay $5 more for maybe like the possibility of catching like one more 1 pound fish. And the durability gets annoying after a while, because you go out and you spend this money and a pack of Senkos is gone in an hour, and that's pretty annoying. So my personal opinion, and I'm sure Steven's personal opinion, would be to go with the Big Bite Baits, but at the end of the day, it is personal preference. It's up to you. It's how you fish. I mean, your confidence baits are your confidence baits, so whichever ones you feel like you can fish the best with, those are the ones you should use. So yeah, guys, that's going to be pretty much it for today's video. We've almost gotten to 300 subscribers, and I can't thank you guys more than enough for the continued support, even though I kind of didn't upload videos in the past couple months. But I've got 2 other videos to edit and get out after I upload this one, and the videos should just keep rolling through. So other than that, guys, make sure to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe if you're new. But other than that, I'll see you in another episode of Southeast Angling.